Big news, AFTV are coming to Ghana. We are coming to Ghana in Africa between the 6th and 12th of February, and we're going to be meeting Ghanaian Arsenal fans and doing a watch party around the West Ham versus Arsenal football game. You do not want to miss this, so Ghana, get ready. We are coming. AFTV. Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with fans who link with January transfer move to Arsenal. Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that we link with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Not the glamorous settings of yesterday when we were down on the beach. A little bit windy outside today. Lovely weather, but very, very windy. So thought I'd do it in the hotel room. Also, yesterday it was a bit of a long night, so hence the water. But listen, it's all good over here at the moment. Of course, Arsenal players over here, Arsenal player over here in Tomiyasu with the Japan team, and I'm hoping to go and see Japan play. The team as well, not too far away over there in Dubai, doing their warm training ahead of that game at the weekend against Crystal Palace, which is going to be played in extreme cold from the weather that I'm hearing over there in the UK. A little bit of an injury worry around Zinchenko. My friend who's sort of near to what's been going on over there in Dubai was saying to me last week that when he was, around the training camp, that Zinchenko was sort of training away from the rest of the team with, who else was Thomas Partey and Timber and Zinchenko. And I kind of had a feeling that was going to lead to him maybe missing from the game against Crystal Palace, and it kind of is looking that way. I also spoke about Cedric on the show yesterday, because you would think to yourself, well, all right, maybe this could be an alternative to the Zinchenko situation, that we bring Cedric in and he covers in these sort of positions. But it does look even more likelier than I said yesterday that Cedric will be departing. There's strong rumours now around Besiktas, and that he will be joining Besiktas before the end of the transfer window. Now, it'd be really interesting to see at the weekend if he is indeed in the squad at all. I think if he's not, that will give us a strong indication of what is going to be happening to him. But all the noises coming out is that there's real strong talk going on between Besiktas and Arsenal right now about his move. Of course, his contract is up at the end of this season, and Arsenal would like to move him on this January. There's rumours that they may even move him on a loan deal till the end of the season, till when his contract runs out. Of course, he'll be wanting to be playing, and Arsenal would like to get those whopping £100,000 a week rumoured wages off their wage bill as soon as possible for a player that just isn't playing right now. Arsenal also been linked with another fullback today, and that is Ryan Ait-Nouri, who plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers, a very, very good player. He's been linked with a move. The outlet Football Transfers claiming that Arsenal are one of the clubs really, really interested in his signature, along with Manchester City and Liverpool. Ait-Nouri, of course, has done really, really well since he's been at Wolves. 22 still, and a left back. And we know, as I'm just talking about Zinchenko there, that Arsenal really do need to, get some cover, because Zinchenko's injured a lot, and Tomiyasu's injured a lot, and Timber's been injured. So we've got a real problem in that fullback position. So Ait-Nouri could be an alternative, but whether, again, that was something that they'd be able to pull off this January is yet to be seen. Also linked with this player today, his name is G. Mateo Bahoya, and I'm going to be really honest with you, up until today, I hadn't heard of this player. He's 18, he's an attacking midfield player who plays for Angers over there in France. He's been playing most of his football over in League 2, because Angers have not been in League 1, they've been in League 2, but he's been building a really strong reputation. There's been a lot of people really, really praising him. And according to the French publication L'Equipe, they're saying that Arsenal very, very interested in signing him indeed. Also AC Milan, Frankfurt and Stuttgart. Now, as I said, he's been operating and doing most of his stuff over in League 2. So whether he'd be able to make that transition from League 2 to the Premier League is another matter. But listen, we've seen Arsenal before take players from, lower divisions, and they've been successful. But being heavily linked with Arsenal today, and as I said, L'Équipe are the publication are going with this rumour. Let's see if there is anything in that one at all. And what about this one? Moise Kean. Remember him? Remember he's back at Everton. At one time seen as a really, really hot prospect. Still young. He's still only 23. He got that big move to Juventus, but it hasn't worked out for him. Centre forward, and he doesn't really get a lot of game time at all at Juventus these days. And the rumours are that Juventus are really, really willing to sell him this January transfer window. They're looking for around about £17 million for him. And of course, we know that Arsenal are looking for a striker. There's even talk that, Juventus may be up for doing a possible loan with an option to buy. And as I said, Arsenal desperate for a centre forward. But are we that desperate? When I've seen Moise Kean play, he's been a guy that has never, ever lived up to the hype. At one time, there was a lot of hype around him. He was going to be the next big thing for Italian football. And it has just not worked out for him at all. And for me, again, this striker situation, if you're bringing someone in who's not going to be as good as the people that you've already got, which for me, Moise Kean, he's not better than Eddie. He's not better than Gabriel Jesus for sure. Then what's the point? I know we're desperate for a centre forward, but we'd be better off waiting until we're in a situation when we can go out and get the centre forward that we really, really need. And the other guys that are there right now are going to have to step up. But Moise Kean linked with a move today. To be honest, I think this is just one of those links where, centre forward. Arsenal need a centre forward. Link. That's what I think. But listen, it's a rumour that's out there today. Another player that's been linked with a move for Arsenal, he's a current Everton player. Of course, Moise Kean was a former Everton player. Jared Branthwaite. Now, Branthwaite, previously of PSV, got transferred to Everton, has been doing really, really well, actually, in that Everton defence. Centre-back, still very, very young at 21. And he is getting a lot of interest from some of the top clubs. Described as Arsenal monitoring his situation right now, and they would be interested in him if he is available. We all know the situation at the moment at Everton. They have been charged with more breaches of FFP, which means they're probably going to be forced to sell players. We know that Amadou Onana is a target for Arsenal. Well, Jared Branthwaite apparently is another target. I don't think possibly that Everton are going to let go of these players now, although you never know. Remember when they let go Gordon to Newcastle? He was like their best player. They let him go because they knew they had to, meet certain financial fair play rules. But definitely Branthwaite, Onana, these guys, I can't see them being at Everton, especially with these new charges against them come the summer. Whether this will be a January move, I don't know. And also, do Arsenal need a centre-back right now? Is that the most urgent position that they need? I think it's more a full-back position, and Branthwaite's more a guy just known as playing as a centre-back. But Arsenal said to be monitoring his situation with the possibility of a move. And another player who could be a victim of this whole FFP stuff is Nuno Tavares. Remember him? Well, he is still actually an Arsenal player. He's at Nottingham Forest on loan. They haven't actually bought him yet. They took him on loan with an option to buy for £12 million. Lots of talk now that he could end up being sent back to Arsenal because of Nottingham Forest's big breaches of the FFP rules. 43 players they've signed since they came up to the Premier League, Nottingham Forest. I feel sorry for the fans, but, that's a recipe for disaster with FFP. 43 players. And Nuno Tavares could be a victim of this, and Nuno Tavares could return back to Arsenal. You look at it and you say to yourself, well, listen, we need a left-back right now, and he was playing as a left-back. But I don't know, man, I couldn't see Arteta wanting him back after, remember that time in that FA Cup game where he took him off before, brought him on, took him off before half-time. I think that's done. So if they do bring him back, they'll be looking to move him on. But the fact that he's played hardly any games for Nottingham Forest means that his value is going to be really, really low, and I don't think Arsenal are going to want to take him back. But let's see how that situation develops between now and the end of January. So those are the rumours for today. Don't forget to check out all of our excellent content right here on AFTV. Hoping to, as I said, go and see Tomiyasu play tomorrow for Japan. Looking forward to that. But here, don't forget to subscribe here to AFTV, and we'll be back tomorrow with another Transfer Daily.